Hello everyone, hope you all are doing great. So our today's topic is going to be on 15th BRICS Summit, which was recently held in Johannesburg, South Africa, and under this video we're going to discuss about important highlights regarding this summit. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start with the topic, which is 15th BRICS Summit 2023 important highlights. So let's start with a small introduction related to BRICS. So from the start, the grouping was formed in September 2006 and it originally comprised of BRIC, which stands for Brazil, Russia, India and China, and it was later renamed as BRICS after South Africa was accepted as a full member in September 2010, and at present the BRICS represent 41% of global population, 24% of GDP and 16% of global trade. Okay, so that was a quick introduction regarding BRICS. Now related to this 15th summit, where and when was the summit held? Okay, so as mentioned earlier, the 15th edition of the summit is scheduled to be held in the city of Johannesburg in South Africa from August 22nd to 24, and this summit was hosted at the Sandton Convention Center in Johannesburg, Gauteng. Okay, and one more point noted to be here that after the COVID-19 pandemic broke out, this was the first in-person BRICS summit, which makes the gathering all the more crucial. Okay, so just remember this point. This was the first in-person BRICS summit after the COVID-19 pandemic broke out. Let's move on to the next question. Who hosted the 15th BRICS summit? So, South Africa took over the rotating presidency of the grouping from China on 1st of January 2023. So that's why this summit, hosted by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, along with the Indian Prime Minister Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping and Brazilian President Lula da Silva. They all were gathered in the summit. And one more point noted to be here that Russian President Putin will not attend the summit in person, according to Ramaphosa. According to reports, the arrest warrant issued by International Criminal Court against Putin for alleged war crime in Ukraine is the reason for the Putin's absence. Since South Africa is an ICC signatory, it is compelled to arrest Putin if he lands on South African soil. So that's why Putin will not attend the summit in person. Okay, so just remember all these points related to this. Now, our next question is, what is the theme of the BRICS Summit 2023? And this is very important point. You have to remember the theme. Okay, so the theme was announced by African nation, and the theme was Partnership for Mutually Accelerated Growth, Sustainable Development and Inclusive Multilateralism. Okay, so that was the theme of 15th BRICS Summit, which was recently held in South America. Okay, so just remember this point. Now this is going to be very important slide, because in the recent summit, BRICS invites 6 countries including Saudi Arabia, Iran to be the new members. So in the recent summit, BRICS leader announced on Thursday the admission of 6 new countries from next year as the club of large and populous emerging countries seeks to reshape the global order. The BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa agreed at their annual summit to make Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates have all been invited to become member of BRICS. And these 6 members will become part of BRICS with effect from 1st Jan 2024. Okay, so just remember this point. So it is to be concluded that this membership expansion is historic, set by Chinese President Xi Jinping, whose nation is the most powerful in the group of non-Western states that represents a quarter of the world's economy. The expansion is also a new starting point of BRICS cooperation. It will new vigor to the BRICS cooperation mechanism and further strengthen the force for world peace and development. Moreover, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi later congratulated the new member, saying, India has always supported the expansion of BRICS. India has always believed that adding new members will strengthen BRICS as an organization. So that's it. So this is the end of a topic, and I hope you have found this video informative. And for more informative videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, which is Shivi Study Education. And thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.